Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to another episode of our Satisfactory Let's Play adventure, where today you might notice things are moving on a little bit quickly, almost as if it's playing back at 2.5 speed, and that's because it is. You see, I recorded this video a couple of weeks ago, and I realized immediately afterward that I had my settings in OBS a little bit wrong. I had selected the correct profile, but I had not selected the correct, well no, hold on, what did I have? I had the scene correct, but the profile was incorrect, so the video quality was lower than usual, and there was no audio. And this is the first time I've ever made this particular mistake in the last, 3 years now since I started using OBS as my recording and streaming software. It really is the best. I've used everything else out there. OBS is heads and heels over the competition. DX Story, dead. Fraps, dead. Shadowplay, not enough features. OBS, hey, it's free, and it's functional, and as long as you're not an idiot like myself, it never fails. But what I decided to do was, rather than scrap all of this footage and just try to do a brief summary at the start of the next real episode, I spent about 2 weeks thinking about this, by the way. I recorded this and then I was in a bit of a state of ugh, and then I decided, no, you know what, we'll play it through, and if people care, they can pay attention. I'll provide some brief commentary. So what we're doing in this episode, or what we were doing, or what I was trying to do at the time, was I was attempting to locate some mycelium. I found a cave previously, and here you see I can return to it, because I wanted to investigate it. A little birdie in the comment section told me that if I researched mycelium, I would be able to use the product of said research to develop a mask or some sort of breathing apparatus that would allow me to breathe in the green smoke area, and I could explore that area. I never learned if I could clear it out or not. I would love to clear it out. It's quite annoying having to deal with that, but yeah, you deal with the cards that you're given, or you restart the game and hope you spawn someplace else. During the course of this, I found a lot of whips, which have no purpose in the game as of yet, and I collected them all anyway because you never know. The game might get updated soon, and maybe they will have a purpose. Or maybe the game won't get updated soon. The game has not been updated once since I started playing it. That's been a couple of months now, and that's never something you want out of your early access games, because that makes you feel like you've wasted your money on a dead project. Full open honesty here, though, I've never gone to their website to check and see if they have any developer blogs or anything of that nature, so they may talk about updates in the background. Maybe they have unstable updates you could download. I don't know any of this to be a fact. One thing that I do know is I also wanted to do some exploration this episode, and I do end up doing that, although you can see just from the footage that I'm being very hesitant, because in episode 10 or 11, I can't recall which, but one of those, I believe it was the Candyland, what was it, Lollipop Flop, I believe I called it. We discovered that there are giant creepy spiders, and while I am man enough to not disable them in the settings, I was still a little nervous about coming across those. I don't know what they look like close up, but I went on my adventure. I tried to get some alien carapaces, which you can see me trying to locate some aliens here. I managed to collect a few of those because I want to research those also, so that we can get ourselves some armor and hopefully do a better job fighting aliens, fighting giant spiders. It's all in the pursuit of completing, in quotations, the game. And I guess now, while this is sort of unfolding and you're watching me fighting aliens and just sort of exploring the area around me, now might be as good a time as any to discuss what my plans are with this game and with YouTube as a whole. Over the last couple of years, I've been experimenting a lot with how I want to approach things. And I've made a lot of decisions, a lot of changes, and sometimes I stick with them, sometimes I change them. I like to try new things and just see what I like and what my audience likes. One of the things that I've decided is that I don't want to have so many ongoing series. It's very distracting for me. I would rather have a game that I am playing, and that is the game that I have, all of my free time. Right now, my free time is being split between I play this, I play Kingdom Hearts 3, I play Stone Black 2. I have a variety of different things. I'm still trying to finish Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So what I would rather do in the future is have one Minecraft series, and then one series that isn't Minecraft. So starting, I guess now, that's going to be Satisfactory. wrap that series up as quick as I can and move on to something else. Same thing with Minecraft. Play the series until I can play it no more, or I'm very bored of it, and move on to something else. Maybe have a separate live stream series that is different from the 2 series on the channel, but not multiples. I've been doing multiples, and it's not working out. I need to have a single game that I focus on. That's why all the streams recently have been Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to play through Kingdom Hearts 3, because another problem is when you have a bunch of different games you're playing all in one go, it can kind of get confusing, what your goals are between the different games, and you inevitably end up having a favorite that you would rather play, so when you go back to one of the other ones, it's a bit like, ugh, don't really want to be doing this right now. I'd rather be playing a different game I'm actually interested in. But after starting in June, I'm going to be making a push to finish Satisfactory, and again, I'm doing that in air quotes, because this is the sort of game that I don't think you could ever finish, but what I want to do is unlock all of the tiers and complete all the information in the tiers. Not necessarily going to research every item in the game, because there's a lot of them that you can take in there and analyze, but certainly kind of getting to the end of the roadmap, as it were, and at that point, I think it'll be good to put the game aside until there's an update, until they add more content, which I hope that they do. I do enjoy the game. As always, I very rarely play games that I don't enjoy, and more often than not, when I stop playing a game, it's because I am just not interested in it, or there's something I would rather play. It's not that I dislike it. A lot of times, there's not even really a decision to stop. I just start prioritizing other things. Months passed, and you have something like No Man's Sky, a game that I think is great and I really had fun playing, but there were other things that I would rather play. So No Man's Sky got pushed to a back burner. That is by no means finished. Later this summer, the VR update is coming out, and when the VR update comes out, I plan on getting back into it. Whether or not I restart, I'm hoping you can continue with a current save, but I do have PSVR. It's coming out on PSVR. I really, really want to give that a try. So we might do a couple of videos between then and now, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 1 a week. Maybe we do that to kind of warm myself back into it and sort of refamiliarize myself with the mechanics. But the thing with that game is it's very long. It doesn't have an endpoint. I think you want to reach the center of the galaxy or some such nonsense, but it's a big time investment. And as much fun as I have with it, there are other games I'd rather play. So I'm trying to figure out what it is I want to record, how I want to record it, and then just buckle down and get it done. So I've already got my next Minecraft series wrapped up now that Stone Block 2 is finished. I know, well, no, I'm sorry, I don't have it wrapped up. I've got it I've chosen it, and I know what it's going to be, but haven't started recording that yet. That'll be coming out sometime in June, and I'm thinking that's going to be good. You're going to see a lot of Portal over the next few days, because Jenna and I are wrapping up Portal 2. We finished all of the maps, and I don't think we're going to do any of the community or DLC packs or anything like that. I know there's a lot of community maps, and I think there are DLC maps from Valve. I don't know, but we wrapped that up, and as much fun as we had with it, we both agreed that we prefer recording things that don't require so much concentration, because we can kind of talk more freely, and we do have some ideas for different content. Now, right here, I am going on a grand adventure in the tractor, which, I mean, that's never gone wrong, am I right? I'm going on an adventure over to look at the waterfalls, because I was curious to investigate those. I'd seen them in a previous episode. I'd speculated about whether or not I could make the journey to see them in person, and here I am just trying to make that journey and not die in the process. Spoilers? I won't tell you. You can see what happens yourself as it unfolds. Next Minecraft series is going to have the highest tier patrons showing up as NPCs. This is a bit of a tease, and it's going to be pretty story focused. There's going to be some story elements trying to tie it to other things that I have done in Minecraft before, and I will say nothing else. You'll just have to wait and see how that all unfolds, but I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you two are as well. Now, here's a giant alien that I found and got stuck under my vehicle and was sort of able to kill just in my vehicle while it couldn't get away or get to me unless I got too close to it. Things were going very well with this fight, I felt, although getting its corpse was a bit of a challenge with the tractor on top of it. Then I had to get to that whip up there. You're not going to see the reaction here because there's no audio, but when I tried to collect the whip, right around here, the game's voice picked up and was like, you should collect this, and it just terrified me. I did not expect to hear a robotic woman's voice, So very quickly booked it out of there after getting the carcass and took that back home. Not a whole lot else happened. I mean, obviously, keep watching. The video's still going, and I still have more things to discuss, like what are my plans after Satisfactory. I want to wrap up Assassin's Creed, so there's a new DLC out. I think I'll do the same thing I did with the last one. I will do all of the DLC missions in one go, one big video, and I plan on doing that for the next 2 DLC missions. And that'll be that. That'll be done. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the live stream series at the moment. And once that's wrapped up, I've been talking about doing a 100%. I don't know if I'm really going to do that because there's other games I would rather play in that time. But once that's wrapped up, I'm trying to decide what to do next in the live streams. And I'm leaning toward the original Borderlands because that could be just a real fun time. I played a little bit of Borderlands 2, a wee bit once. And of what I played, I liked. So we'll see what the first one is like. I don't know how it's going to work as a live stream, but I'll never know until I try. So if you don't know, sometimes I'll stream Minecraft on the YouTube channel, but whenever I stream anything that isn't Minecraft, I stream it to twitch.tv/howdyfolks, and we're having a great time there. By the time this goes out, I will be getting ready to do either my last or my next to the last Kingdom Hearts 3 stream, where I'm going into the final world. So maybe if you're watching this really soon after release, check the description, and maybe the stream will still be going, or possibly it won't, and it'll be too late. Both of those things are just as likely. No, they're not. It is more likely that it is too late. The odds of you watching this within the right amount of time are extremely slim. Most of my videos don't get a lot of views on release. I received a comment the other day from someone asking me, hey, do you remember when Tekkit Legends got a lot of views? And I was like, no, what is that? Because I like to troll my audience. But it's kind of true. My videos don't get a whole lot of views on release. Tekkit Legends didn't either. If you look at the analytics, it's an evergreen series. It gets the same consistent amount of views every dang day since it was released, 5-6 years ago now? It's crazy. Maybe it wasn't that long ago. I think it was, though. I think it was No, you know what? It was 2015, so 4 years ago. Not all that long ago. It was just before The Force Awakens came out. But that's sort of the same thing with all of my videos. If you look at my videos that have hundreds of thousands of views, and you look at the analytics for them, it's not that those videos were released and were amazingly popular. It was that those videos were released and have just slowly built up views over time. With the exception of one, which, I mean, the graph kind of shows steady growth on all the videos, but if you look at the graph, I've talked about this before, for GTA 5 First Time Online, that one is just weird, because it got 80 views on release day, pretty normal for one of my videos, and then it went several months getting 1 or 2 views here and there, and then it picked up, and now it gets obscene amounts of views every single day. I mean, I get that it's a popular game, and there must be a lot of people, especially around Christmas time. The day of and the day after Christmas, those videos, I've made a GTA 5 First Time Online for every console and the PC. Those videos get huge view spikes on and after Christmas. It's crazy, but even throughout the year. I don't know what I did in the description of those videos or in the tags of that video. Maybe it's the length of the videos. Maybe it's just the comments. And those videos are getting served up to people, and they're watching them in droves, and they're subscribing to my channel, and they're not watching any other content. That's why we have nearly 30,000 subscribers, and this is not a good representation in the view count. Because I guess they only... I do that too, though. I'll subscribe to things and then never watch another one of their videos just because they made the last Airbender video I liked, and then everything else on their channel is Power Rangers. That's not a specific example. Oh, I made a nail gun, and here I try to take this thing down with it, but I couldn't get the aim right, and also I just don't think it goes up high enough. But the nail gun's kind of cool. I look forward to using that in my battle against the aliens. And with that, we're coming to an end. So I hope that you folks enjoyed listening to me yammer and try to shoot fairies. It didn't work. Until next time, until the next actual real episode with, audio recorded during it and actual progress. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I will see you later. Goodbye.